So, hello and welcome back to the next episode of the Self-Development with Tactics podcast. I'm your host, Christopher Walch, and today we're once again going to go through some Reddit things. And yes, the last 3 days or something have only been about Reddit, I know. But, a big but, I think it is cool. And I hope that I'm going to be able to present it in a way that it is also cool. And I'm also hoping that I can upload it in a way that it is just seemingly cool and interesting and stuff like that. Because, very big because those videos just don't get any views. I know, especially because I always title them like Reddit and whatnot, but I shouldn't, maybe. I shouldn't probably title them like that. And so I hope that I'm gonna just do a better job at that from now on. But we're actually gonna see. Today I learned it is against the law for teachers to strike in Texas and can result in a teacher losing their job, teaching certificate, and retirement. Which is fucked up, really fucked up. Because this is one of the only things that we as people can do in a democracy. And so, yeah, if you're not able to do so, then what's the point? What's the point of just democracy if you just really can't do anything about some things? And I think striking in general is a good thing. It depends on what it is all about, of course. Like there's a lot of nuances to quite everything in life. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, I think this is it is not good. It is no good. We should not have that. What was your this person is on another level of stupid moment? I think I haven't had something. At least I can't remember, because there must be just, I don't know, trillions and billions of things that reminded me of something like that, or reminded me of thinking about something like that. But yeah, I think in the end it's anyway, East of Eden is amazingly stoic. I've actually also gone through it on the podcast. I do not really remember anything about it. I do remember that it from time to time, it is always a little bit difficult, at least for me, to interpret things in general. I'm so bad at that. I'm so really bad at that. It is insane how bad I'm at this. But I think the thing is, it has only been about interpreting things and seeing things, and I just don't see those things. And this is one of the reasons why I didn't really like the book that much, at least the summary, of course. But yeah, this book is a masterpiece to me. I tear up thinking about it. I consider it one of the more modern narratives on stoicism, with a touch of everything else too. Nihilism, absurdism, existentialism, etc. Steinbeck is Steinbeck, however you want to pronounce it, is one of my favorite authors. At one point in the book, one of the characters fondly flips through meditations. Pretty interesting. Some quotes. Even more interesting if there's some quotes. You're going to pass something down no matter what you do if you do nothing. Even if you let yourself go fallow, the weeds will grow and the brambles something will grow. So no matter what you do, something will grow. Whether it is something good or something bad is just not part of this debate, but something will grow. We have only one story. All novels, all poetry are built on the never-ending contest in ourselves of good and evil. And it occurs to me that evil must constantly respawn while virtue is immortal. Vice has always a new, fresh, young face, while virtue is vulnerable as nothing else in the world is. I believe that there is one story in the world, and one that has frightened and inspired us, so that we live in a pearl-white cereal of continuing thought and wonder. Humans are caught in their lies, in their thoughts, in their hungers and ambitions, in their avarice and cruelty, and in their kindness and generosity too. In a net of good and evil, I think this is the only story we have, and that it occurs on all levels of feelings and intelligence. Virtue and vice were warp and woof of our first consciousness, and they will be the fabric of our last. And this despite any changes we may impose on field and river and mountain, and on economy and manner. There's no other story. A man, after he has brushed off the dust and chips of life, will have left only the hard, clean questions. What is good or what is evil? How I done well or ill? Have I done well or have I done ill? Very good thought. Fuck. The Hebrew word, the word timishel, though majest, whatever, that gives a choice, it might be the most important word in the world. That says the way is open. But that says the way is open. Why? That makes a man great. He can choose his course and fight it through and win. I have a new love for that glittering instrument, the human soul. It is a lovely and unique thing in the universe. It is always attacked and never destroyed because, though majest, or however you actually pronounce it, is probably not how you pronounce it. I'm very sorry for that. Okay, cool. Not really a lot to say to that. My kid is reading too fast, help. What? My 9-year-old is ripping through books faster than I can get them in a house. Every book series I've been able to find that's suitable for him, he's devoured. He'll often read a 300 plus page book in one day or two. Harry Potter, Percy Jackson, Trials of Apollo, Team Ophelia, Spy School, Wings of Fire, and a bunch more that I can't remember right now. Pretty sure all of the Roald Dahl books have been read several times over. He's only read the first few Redwall and Animorphs books, so we'll probably work through more of these this summer. Tolkien's is a favorite as well, though Lord of the Rings we've still only done as an audiobook. I see, but I think it is good unless, very important unless you're just neglecting to see other things in life and to care about other things in life. Then I think it could also be just something not that good and something even bad if you just focus on something that per se is good, but your quote-unquote abusive behavior or your I just can't get the word right now, can definitely lead to just not good things. Period. You need no one's approval for the decision you make for yourself. When you truly don't care what the fuck anyone thinks of you, you have reached a dangerous level of freedom, from Jim Carrey. And yes, this is definitely the case, but it is something that's so incredibly difficult to achieve because there is your mother, there is your father, there is your siblings, and there's very close people to you, whether it is friends, whether it is somebody else. And it is fucked up, and it is a difficult thing to do, and it is just not easy, and yeah, period. That's it. It is not easy. It really is not. But I think it is definitely something that we all should try to get to, and of course, I do think that not everyone of us is. I mean, everyone is able to do so, but not everyone is going to do that because it is hard and because it involves quite a lot of work and it involves quite a lot of and it involves quite a lot of waiting and thinking and recognizing things, I guess, and clearing your mind as well and seeing reality as it is. I think there's a lot of just progress that you have to make in your head and have to make in terms of how you think about things prior to doing this and prior to be able to do this, I guess. So yeah, I think it's just definitely not easy. Today I learned Leonard Skinner is named after a PE teacher called Leonard Skinner who had the band members in his class and was known for being very strict about enforcing the school's no long hair on boys policy, so the band named themselves to Mock Skinner and changed a few letters to avoid a lawsuit. Well, you can do that. Today I learned Cambodian superstition says that opposite-sex twins were lovers in a past life whose relationship was ill-fated, causing them to be born as twins and preventing them from marrying in this life. I mean, it is not that of a bad explanation, I'm not gonna lie. And it's not a good one either, but anyway. Today I learned after Kurt Cobain from Nirvana passed, David Grohl, former Nirvana drummer, wrote a demo of songs by himself for fun, handed out some cassettes to friends, which eventually exploded in popularity. This was the self-titled Foo Fighters album. He then formed the band after the album did so well. He then formed the band. I just really kind of don't get it, but anyway. This is not that interesting. It's not my garbage, but it is my planet. Thinking humanity. Yeah. Today I learned much of the filming for Malcolm in the Middle was, by the way, the German translation of Malcolm Malcolm in the Middle is really bad. I just always don't like that quite. And it always kind of pisses me off that, I don't know, that they just can't translate it like quote unquote accurately. I don't know who's in charge of that, and they're probably having a really, really not easy job. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, sometimes I feel like that they could have done a better job. But I mean, I appreciate it. I appreciate all the work that those people are doing, because it's probably not that easy to do so, to translate things so that they kind of mean the same, but are still in the other language. So it is difficult, I think. But yeah, anyway, today I learned much of the filming for Malcolm in the Middle was done on location in various parts of Los Angeles. A privately owned home was rented for upwards of $3,000 a day to film as Malcolm's house, which is insane. Well, supermarket inventory stock list, business idea. Well, no. Live your life. My mom said something. You can't lie down for people to walk on you and they will still complain that you're not flat enough. Live your life. Yes, it is definitely the case. You can do really a lot of good, but people are still going to be like, no. You're not good enough. You're not nice enough. You're not whatever enough. And yeah, this is something to think about, and this is something to keep in mind, and this is something to just have in front of your eyes. And I don't know, live according to that, I guess. Just being a nice person, but this doesn't imply being the one that is laying on the ground and letting everyone step on you. But this means just also standing up for yourself and standing up for what you want to stand up for, but just being a nice person and being kind. Very important things. Very, very, very important things. Today I learned with schizophrenia in African and Indian cultures tend to have positive experiences when hearing voices. Those in the United States predominantly have violent and hateful experiences. Today I learned when Arnold Schwarzenegger was governor of California, rival politicians accused him of hiding the words "fuck you" in an acrostic-style message to them when he vetoed a bill. When asked, Schwarzenegger's campaign team said, "My goodness, what a coincidence." Interesting stuff, I'm not gonna lie. But I think I'm gonna end the episode there. It is a fairly short one, yes. But I don't know. I feel like, what about trying that? What about trying having a little bit of a short episode, which just means that I don't have that much work tomorrow as well, or whenever I'm gonna cut it. But yeah, anyway, I wish you the best health, happiness, and all success, and also hope that you're going to remind yourself and you're going to be remembered, which basically means your legacy, and basically means just being a nice person and then being remembered as a nice person. And 3 other questions that I'm having for you are: why are you here? What are you trying to change? And what is bothering you the most? These 3 questions are hopefully going to show you your purpose and maybe even a business idea, which is a pretty cool thing, a pretty important thing. But yeah, one other question that I'm having for you is: what could you particularly say to somebody else that is going to change their life? What could you? Because I think that we all could say something, and that we all could do something, and yeah, important, very important. And yeah, with that being said, I'm hopefully going to see you the next time. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart, and bye-bye.